Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone... There's the shot! We've got a goal! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence. Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand. And just listen.
Look at the space here. And the finish. And yes, it's there! 2. And we've barely begun here. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Kashiwa Reysol are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
They are rampant! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right! And that's got him off to a flyer!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So, a breakthrough already.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Can he finish? Oh, it's gone in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Yeah, I'd call...
Shot a goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Kashiwa Resol with the corner, there first. And the shot! It's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Kashiwa Resol go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Kashiwa Resol have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tulio. Oh, nice touch. Looking for the run. Chance!
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that could set him on his way. He's shifting through the gears here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nakamura! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And it's Osako. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Cross into the box. Tries to get it clear. And that's been won straight back. It's a good spell of possession, this. He's had a shot! It's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got 2 strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Great hit! There's a goal! And again they hit the front. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Kashiwa Resol get themselves into the lead.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Great chance! He's got a goal! And again. They simply do not know what has hit them. As simple as you like. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Shapes to shoot! And he's found the net! An extraordinary start. Breakthrough in next to no time.
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Kashiwa Reysol have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, look, this is just what the fans wanted. And now that they're celebrating the opener, I think they'll want to see their team make all the running from here.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's intervened well there. That's a nicely weighted pass. Passing nice and neat. And he's managed to get free. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, great play. Plenty to aim at here. Great hit! And yes, it's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He was under real pressure there. Quality ball. That was good alertness. Or good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's away! And it's the goalkeepers to claim. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Tulio on 2 now, and looking for 3. Pass somewhat off target. Opts for safety. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well read, and the danger is averted. Danger averted for now. Good running, strong and purposeful.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that could set him on his way. Great chance! A real chance if he can get through. Wriggles his way through. Yokohama F. Marinos couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Kashiwa Reysol heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And he's been shifted off it. Spread neatly. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Tulio might just make this. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Can he latch on to this? Too much on it. That's the keepers.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Shot a goal! Yes! Pump, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. It really is a sight to behold here, as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He's played it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Well, no joy this time. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Seedorf. Messi. Can he put it away? And he's there to clear it.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Real chance here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he's there to belt it away. Well, Edmilson's selection has certainly attracted some scrutiny, but the man himself looks, as ever, Jim, utterly unfazed.
Yeah, I like him because he's got a certain elegance about him, Peter. We all know Brazilian players love the idea of getting forward, and he's probably one of the better defensive players on the ball.
So no gung-ho heroics.
No chance.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Gullit. He's had a hit! Oh, good-looking ball. Mbappe! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass. That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Changes him with that pass. There's a searching pass. Rummenigge, shot a goal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Just eases him off the ball. Totti. Good read, needed to be. And the ball is out of play. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gets into some space. Showing good feet. Great hit! That's a half-decent try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Seedorf. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Gullit. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Turan. Platini. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Totti. Rodri.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Bastoni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Quality ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Can he spark a counter here? Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Mbappe. Belletti.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Platini. Vieira. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now it's Totti.
こんにちは。
The first half is done.
こんにち
Well,
は。
there is half
赤
time,
ち
not
ゃ
a
ん。
bad watch by any means, and the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate, and so we reach the break, and the game remains goals. So
Love
we
it.
head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway. So neither side has yet broken through. João Neves. Mbappe. Well, that is one way to stop him. No foul, says the referee. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that was vital. João Neves. It's run loose here. Mbappe going about things with real menace. Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that
この間はなん
this is
か
probably the easiest
当
way
た
to
った
play
み
the
たいで
game because you try and absorb in
キン
numbers
グに
defensively and then you
酷
look
使
to
じゃん
hit
って
it with
言
a
われ
long
た。
ball quickly on the counter attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
And the shots! Totti.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Mbappe.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And he cuts out the supply. Mbappe. Just about up to the hour now.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Rummenigge engages and forces him off the ball. Mbappe. Great ball and he's decent hit!
ああ、チャカチャカやん。
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So we have the first goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc.
Chance! It's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
え
It's a goal! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
出せないか
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Roberto
Brilliant.
Carlos. Totti.
Brilliant.
Hits one! Messi. Seedorf. And it's Totti. He won't be happy with that one. Roberto Carlos.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Totti. Messi. And now the breakaway. 75 minutes played. And here's Mbappe. He's got away. And the ball's a good one here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well,
Platini. Mbappe. Platini. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he's lost his man here. He's made sure that's not getting through.
メスだったよ。
Davids gets it away. And he's being shifted off it. And that interception was most necessary.
he read that really well and stopped it.
João Neves. Played back in. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having...
Oh, he's been caught napping. Can he finish? He scores!
それは入れてくんないと。
Dying minutes, and we're all square again.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
All square
Yeah.
again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Time added on will be 2 minutes. He's cut it out.
Oh.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that will be it. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. We have already started. Can he put it away? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And the finish! This their second corner of the game. Messi with the short one. Hits one! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Now the finish! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Bayern Munich have the chance to go the other way. Seedorf. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And here's Mbappe. Iniesta. Figo. Now it's Hullet. And it's Seedorf. Messi. Platini. Seedorf. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Figo, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now he's off and running. Seedorf. Platini. Hullet. Messi. He's free, he has got space. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Platini. Figo.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players. Tries a shot! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort. Simplicity itself.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he welcomes it in. He's got away. Oh, he's been caught napping. Platini.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's forced to go back. Oh, good read.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Platini. And it's Hullet. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And here's Hullet, looking for the run. He's got the shot away! He scores! Back to within one. Interesting.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
And he's certainly onside here. Figo. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Messi. And here's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Now it's Hullet. Iniesta. Seedorf.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Just eases him off the ball. No way through. Figo. Seedorf. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play, with the half-time scoreline 2-1. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So off we go once more. Araujo. Platini. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Busquets. Now Mbappe. Busquets. Mbappe. Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, strongly challenged there. And it's Vieira. Seedorf, who's set up 1 goal so far. Thuram.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Bayern Munich clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Messi! They want to be quick to recover this. Iniesta, looking understandably energised after his goal. And the counter is on. Bale. Hullet. He's picked his way through. Bale! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's gone looking for safety.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Hullet. And he's lost his... Hullet! They've done it!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
So the lead now is 2.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Nicely aimed pass. Platini. Mbappe. And it's Hullet. Busquets. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Hullet. Seedorf is in a really good position out wide. Now it's Bale. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, the shot could be on here. Messi driving on and making good progress. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Peter, the keeper knows that even if his wall is perfect, it doesn't serve as any guarantee here.
Stood up well to him there. Bale.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Rodri looking to provide the solidity his team so need. And it's Hullet. Platini. Bayern Munich can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He shifted it to the flank. Hullet. Mbappe. Hullet. Hullet. He's in plenty of space here. Spread neatly. Great chance!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
And that will be the final act. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Hullet voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
ups and downs, we keep our song.
よいしょ。噛んできた。
こんにちは。
こんにちは。マイク入ってないのか。
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Sonny! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. He's played him through. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Gullit. Driving through the middle. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tomiyasu deals with that comfortably. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Sane has it out wide and in space. And here's Gullit. Taken back. Now the finish! Goal! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's... And Sané! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Sané really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Looking for the runner. He is through here. Mbappe. Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
And we have our very first corner. Header! No mistake! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Mbappe! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Has a go! And now a sudden chance to counter. Vieira. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Sane. Platini. Now Mbappe. Messi. Oh, that was vital. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. And here's Gullit. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this, and that has been cut short.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Sané quietly revving up. Mbappe. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! And he hits the net. And that was his 20th goal for this team.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
We have got ourselves a game. Great hit! Oh, denied brilliantly.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Platini plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. No, he refuses to take the bait. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Sané. Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Messi carries the ball down the right. Could move up a gear here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Sané. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Platini. Sané. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline 2-1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Vieira. And it's Hullet. Sané. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, there's the clearance. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Seedorf looking to add to his goal. That is a great, real chance! He's got a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Platini demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. We have ourselves a real game here.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved. Look, movement creates more options, and
Chance for the header! Firm header, just off target.
that's a really decent chance.
So we've reached the hour mark. He won't be happy with that one. Platini.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that...
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he? Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
This certainly looks happy. He's got the shot away! Oh, taken with style! And they get themselves in front!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they can counter here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, can he get onto this? Rodri. And that's really well manoeuvred. He has found the Messi! Now that is commitment to the cause. So, third corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's had it nicked away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Decent hit! Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Collar is herring after that one. And it's Bale. Platini. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Conte. Chance here to counter. Nesta. That is very well defended. And it's Bale. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Messi. And here's Suarez. Bale.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Cruyff. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good...
It's Luis Suarez! Conte. Vieira spots it and intercepts. 4 extra minutes added on. Oh, good ball! Can he finish? He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And it's hoisted clear. Barella. Conte. Cruyff. And here's Bale. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Now he's off and running. And that will be the final act. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. So what do you take away? So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. Rummenigge! Now it's Mbappe. Vieira charging forward, the ball at his feet. Hullet. That's a decent clearance. Barcelona have reclaimed it. And the counter is on.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Lahm. And he's picked out the run. And the flag has stayed. There's the hit! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
That's just downright fabulous.
Collar! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Messi. Platini.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's tidy. Hullet and Hullet! Oh, screamer! About as smooth as it gets. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye. Oh, he's been caught napping. Rudiger. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Now he's off and running. Rummenigge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Now he's got the shot away! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
And the shot!
フェイスオレンジレイズドアイブロウ。
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Mbappe, and he cuts out the supply.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Mbappe, now it's Hullet, and that's been intercepted. Bellingham, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. That is a great pick out. Now it's Mbappe. Hullet. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And that's a good ball. Big chance!
いやー、意味わからんって。
Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner. Unstoppable.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And it's Seedorf. Vieira shows great strength. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Comfortable claim for the keeper.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
ちょっと早かったね。
Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Thuram cuts it out. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And it's Lam.
Might want to be careful there.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And the assistant referee rightly gives it offside.
それあるうちに入っちゃう。きつ。普通にないと思うわ。
Vieira. Lam. Rummenigge. And he's been shifted off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
それは戻り押さえないの。
Caught offside that time. And that has been cut short. Rummenigge. Lam. Flashes it across. Platini. And the shot! Now, oh, what has happened here? And we've reached half-time.
よいしょ。
So off we go once more.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Good spot, he's seen the run. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Lam. Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Seedorf. Pull it. He won't be happy with that one. Platini. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's in! Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. Tries a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best. Oh, he's onto this. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, nice touch. And it's Lam. Danger averted for now. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
それ取られんのかきつ。
Bellingham. Oh, and the shot! Quarter of an hour into the second half. Collier. Short changes him with that pass. Can he spark a counter here? Platini powering forward here. Good running, strong and purposeful. Collar.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Mbappe. Messi. Pass somewhat off target. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pull it on a charge down the left. Oh, that's a fine interception. Vieira. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And back to the keeper they go. Seedorf. Well seen. Saw that coming. And now the breakaway. He is through here. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Lam. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a great ball. Great hit! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Lam really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Foot in. Lam. Rummenigge. Rodri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that interception was most necessary. And pull it! Oh, it's come loose. And the keeper couldn't hold it. Platini.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now that's well seen too. And it's Seedorf. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi. Mbappe. Shot a goal! And he's really put himself on the line here. It's their second corner of the game. Messi goes short. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. That's been cut out, well played. Araujo. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And no surprise, that's a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is as far as it goes. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beat.
何やってんすか。
3桁。クソおもんないこのゲーム。
普通に強い人、わら。
でもなんか強い感じなかったんだけどね。あ、これ勝てないよ。僕の今の実力です。 そうだ、またやりますかね。
練習あるのみ。
なんかこう意味のない練習をしたくなくて、なんか成長に全くつながらんこの感じ。そういうのが嫌いでね、僕ちゃんは。見えないですよ。よいしょ、こらしょ、どっこいしょ。おー、うるせえうるせえうるせえ。はにゃはにゃはにゃはにゃ。これをこうしてこうしてこうしよう。はにゃはにゃはにゃ。マジクソや。やってられっかや。わざと分けてやったみたいなとこもあるけどね。うん、まであるよ。おお、ジレンマ。 持ってるもん。カントナだけ持ってない。いらんの。カントナ取るんだったら酒井宏樹取るわ。なんでよ。
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
来年は EJ 代表だもん。
So it's down to business. The business that truly gets this crowd engaged. This sight, an ageless reminder of the investment in this game. The Pumas know where they truly belong. Mbappe!
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Vieira looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, that's well spotted. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
マジ
Chance! It's
そ
in!
れその前では
To
取れ
see
ねえ
it
意味が
unfold
わかん
as
ねえもん
succinctly as
な。
that, it looks
守備し
telepathic.
てんだろ。
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, great chance! Great hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Platini really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Neymar, and he's onside. Shapes to
Oh.
shoot! It's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
なんなのお前のそのパス。
Pumas are doing very nicely, thank you.
No doubt as to...
And Messi! That's a half-decent try.
Messi really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Platini. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And the counter is on. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rummenigge. Platini. Platini takes control of it, and he's on the move. Vieira. And it's Seedorf. Pinches it off him. Seedorf was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's in a good position here. He might... And a shot! Goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
ポケポケのさ、
Get ahead of themselves and lose their
な
discipline.
んかある
This
って言
game
ったや
plan
ん。
could now well reward them with an
やって
equaliser.
る
Collier.
なんか、女神が
He can run onto that. And he's cut it out.
マスターに行くまでいい人やらないとか
So
言っ
back
て
it comes.
昨日配信してたのね。ポケポケの。そこにプリちゃん来てさ、
Really was well marshaled there
プリちゃん
because he
マ
was
スター
denied
言って
the
んだけど。
opportunity to turn.
うん。キモくない
Rummenigge. And here's Platini. Well read, and the danger is
マジ
averted.
かと思って。
Messi. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Mbappe! He's away!
あ、やべ。
Messi! And that wasn't far away.
Messi.
保険しようと思ったら、その手が変な方向を押しちゃった。くそ。
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Vieira. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
That's a sharp pass. Messi, Mbappe. He's got the shot away! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe actually didn't do
課
an
金してんだ
awful
と思う
lot,
よ
to be honest.
絶対。
This possibly the last play of the half. And it's Vieira. And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Mbappe is flagged offside.
オフサイドや。
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Mbappe. Platini. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Has a go! Sticks it away!
はあ、くそ。
And that's the goal they've been looking for. That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Pumas take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Good read, needed to be. Seedorf. Seedorf puts his foot on the gas. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. Oh, he's found him in space.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Rummenigge. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Messi. Collar. Well read, nice interception. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Platini. Now that's well seen too. And it's Messi. Nice interception, well timed. Chip through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Pumas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here.
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish and a lovely understanding
夜勤明け
between
じゃない
both
の？
players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training
寝
ground
て
and
ないの？
delivered beautifully on match day.
And now he has two.
何時から寝
It's
てたの？
starting to look like a done deal now.
9時ぐらい？
Messi and Messi. Now
2
who's
時
going
間
to
で
be
起きちゃっ
first
た
to
の？
this?
じじいやな。
Mbappe. Now it's Seedorf. Messi! In he goes again! It's in! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So is this the start of a comeback? Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Rafael Leao. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Goal kick. No, I stand corrected. It's a corner. And it's been taken short. Rafael Leao. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that's definitely not his best. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Bale. Nicely aimed pass.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Smartly reclaimed.
Bale really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He is, there's the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Pumas have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's got away. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Eto'o. Roberto Baggio.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mbappe. Back into the middle. Now it's Hazard. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Pull it. And no, that was never going to make it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Now it's Hazard. Bellingham.
Huh?
And that's it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
遊びすぎちゃったな、ちょっと。間違いない。 内容完全に負けてたよ、ポエさ。ちょっとアカウント変えてくるわ、じゃあ。